Conor Wallace, you're back in action June 8th on the Gold Coast. How's preparation been and how are you feeling heading into this one?
Yeah, it's been a great prep. I feel like I'm leveling up with every camp, getting fitter, faster, stronger, always raising the bar. And that's what I need to be doing, you know what I mean? So, really looking forward to it, and you're going to see the best Conor Wallace on June 8th.
What do you know about your opponent Dylan Collin and what do you expect from him?
Yeah, he's a French guy, he's got a good record, he's 14-1, just that one loss in the Riyadh season against Daniel Lappin. He's a tall southpaw out of Usyk's camp, so he's going to be a tough competitor, and that's what I want. I feel like the better the opponent, the better I box, you know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to that. He's coming here to win, and that's good, that's what I want.
Are there any specific improvements or changes you've made in this camp to prepare for your opponent?
Yeah, I feel like I'm boxing a lot more and using my feet a lot better, and had a little bit of time after the Wellham fight to prep, you know what I mean, and work on the things that I wasn't so good at. So working with my coach Greg Eady, he's unbelievable, and I feel like he'll see the work on June 8th.
What's your mental approach like in the final week before a fight? Are you more focused, calm, aggressive? What's it like being Conor Wallace during fight week?
Yeah, I absolutely love it, this is why I box, I train to fight, so I love the buzz of fight week, I love the crowd, the atmosphere, the big shows. This is what it's all about. It gets me up out of bed in the morning, and I get my confidence from my hard work, I dedicate myself and I've sacrificed so much, so this is what it's all about, and I'm really looking forward to getting down to the Gold Coast on fight week.
Yeah, can we expect the Irish bunch to come out again like they always do?
100%, it's just getting bigger and bigger every time with the Green Army, so that's what we want, and having them behind me when the going gets tough, it really brings me alive.
Now, you've been in some tough fights before. What have you learnt from those experiences that you can use going into this next fight?
Yeah, every fight you learn something and you can take something away from it, and I feel like I've been in the trenches before, I've showed a little bit of everything, I can box, I can take a shot, I can get going when the going gets tough, so it'll all stand by me, my big amateur career as well. Everything that all over the past 20 years, it's all comes down to June 8, you know what I mean? You're only as good as your next performance, so.
This fight, what's at stake for you? Do you see it as an opportunity for something bigger, given that you get through Dylan Collin?
Definitely. I've got my full eyes on the task ahead. I'm not overlooking Dylan Collin. We know he's going to be a good opponent. So I reckon once I get through this one, though, it'll open up a lot of big doors for me, and even to get that world title. Being number 2 in the IBF, we want that world title shot. So
nice. Like you say, you're second in the IBF rankings. If you get the win June 8th, is that what you're after? You're after that world title shot? Definitely.
I've been boxing my whole life, and I've dreamed about being a world champion since I was young. So I'm nearly there. I'm knocking on the door, and I'll do anything to get that shot. Now,
Imam Katayev is ranked number 6 in the IBF. You both fight out of Australia now, with Katayev under Ferocious Promotions and JKSM agents. We saw the fireworks when Fortitude's Jake Wiley stepped in to face Kambosos recently. Is Katayev a fight we could possibly see in the future? I know the fans would love to see that matchup. Yeah,
definitely. It's possibly a fight we can see in the future, but I think right now he's got a fight coming up and I've got a fight coming up. My goal is to become a world champion, not beat Imam Katayev. Yes, eventually if it comes to that, but I've worked hard to get into the number 2 position. That's a backward step for me at this moment in time, I want to get that title first, and then we can talk to them boys,
What's your message to the fans coming to watch you in action on June 8th? What can they expect?
Make sure you tune in, and you'll always be in for fireworks whenever Conor Wallace is fighting. It's going to be unbelievable to be there. Co-main event to Jai Opataya, it'll be a massive crowd, and this is what it's all about. Big fights on the Gold Coast, I'm looking forward to it.